Hi guys, how y'all doing? Welcome to Pulse One-on-One powered by Showmax. My name is Rachel MM Isaac, and right about now we have here with us Jackie B. Jackie.
Yeah.
How many times did I call your name?
I think it was 3 times.
Girl, you is gorgeous, man.
Thank you.
What was the plan?
You.
Wanted to come and wound us today?
Not really, but you know, if it happens, I don't mind
Because you like sparkling. You gave us hair, you know. You gave us nice earrings. You gave us, you know,
I mean, we can't be on Showmax and not slay now. We can't be on Showmax and not slay. Thank you so much.
Really stunning. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you.
So I heard that your fans have been showing you so much love since you got out of the house.
Yes.
How does it feel?
Oh my God, the Jaguars, as we are called, it's so amazing. Like, it's so surreal. I didn't know what to expect, obviously, going on the show and coming out. I didn't know. I wasn't even thinking, are you sure you have fans? But I mean, I came out,
I know, right?
And love has been real. You know, they've stood by me through thick and thin, and that's even amazing to know that people that haven't even met me love me this much, and I really appreciate them. And I'm just looking forward to meeting them, talking to them, interacting with them. I haven't had time yet, but Jaguars, that's my heart right there.
You know, right? Yeah. So we saw a video of you reuniting with Nathan, and it was absolutely beautiful.
Yes,
I don't know what's cutting onions, but it got to me.
Oh.
What was it like for you?
Oh, it's hard to even explain in words, but I mean, knowing the kind of person I am, and you saw the kind of person I was in the house, and you know, it takes a lot to get me to that point where I really break down or cry, and I didn't think I was going to cry like that when I met him. But I think because I didn't really expect to see him, and my mom as well. Oh my God, the 2 most important people in my life, really. So when I just saw him, he really hits me that I actually haven't seen his boy in a while. That was the longest I've been away from him for. I hadn't been away from him for more than like a few days. Even when I go for work, he's with me. Travel for work, he's with me. So this was the longest time, and it really hit me. I was very happy to see him. Okay,
so let's talk a bit about your stay in the house.
Right.
A lot of viewers are of the opinion that the moment Michael walked into that house, something sparked in you. Like, it just felt like something went off, like boom. Ooh, is that so? Boom. Is it true?
Well, I mean, definitely, like I've said, like Michael was a fresh face, fresh mind, fresh everything. As soon as he walked in the house, I definitely was drawn to him. He's a smart guy, he's intelligent, and he's definitely handsome and good looking as well. So there was an attraction there, and it was very mutual. I think that was why it helped, and we just really like clicked instantly, and we got really close really quickly as well. And that's why it was quite intense. That's why we had a lot of ups and downs, you know, because everything happened quite quickly in short time. So yeah, of course, it sparked a lot of different emotions in me, which is why people started to see different sides to me, which I'm happy about. Like I used to say in my diary room, I was happy that I was able to feel these things because I haven't really felt those things in a while. It was exciting for me. Yeah, so I'm glad you guys noticed the spark and everything.
So would you say it was attraction at first sight?
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, definitely,
yeah.
All right. So have you seen him since you left the house?
Yes, I came out just a day on Sunday, right? Today is Tuesday. I saw him briefly yesterday. It was his birthday. I couldn't see him for a long time because I just came out. So much going on, as you can see. So yeah, I haven't really gotten to like sit down with him for a while, but we did see. He sent me flowers, which I think was really nice when I got to the hotel. So yeah, we haven't really spoken yet because we've been both busy, but we've seen, and yeah.
All right. So what would you say the differences are? I mean, staying in the house and being out of the house, if you were to compare both, what would you say the difference is?
I mean, getting to
Michael, everything. Michael,
well, generally, to be honest, there's a huge difference. I know I was obviously out before I got into the house, but because I was so closed off for so long, even before we got into the house, obviously we had to go into isolation. We went through that process before the house, so we've been out of the world for a while. I think we kind of got used to being in that enclosed space for so long, coming out, and trust me, I'm happy to be out too, but it's going to take some getting used to, you know, the sounds, the lights, seeing people, you know, but I'm really happy to get back in and just get moving and get pushing. It's amazing, really. Inside and outside is amazing, but I'm happy to be outside.
Alrighty, so just so you know, the night when you walked up to Michael and then you said to him that, you know, I need to know where this is going, I need to know what we're doing, I need to know. Nobody slept in Nigeria, like we're all awake.
I think you have it in reverse. It was him that came to me.
Okay, the night when you guys had that talk, yes, the night you guys had that conversation and you were talking and you guys were really just in your feelings and you were just all over the place. We did not sleep because we wanted to get to the end of it. Like I remember then, like I was chatting with my friends, like, okay, what's going on with Jackie? Kilo share like my Jackie. So why did you feel like you needed to get an assurance from him?
I think, yeah, it was the other way around. I think it was a thing where Michael is an intense person. He's very expressive. I'm not. I'm learning to be expressive, but I struggle with that. But he's very expressive and he likes to know what he's doing. Same way, to be honest. But with him, I think he needed to know, because he was getting more intense, and he needed to know what was going on so that he knows how to handle situations, you know, moving forward. But I was at a place where I didn't feel like we could, you know, label things. I didn't think it was safe for us to label things, because I did really like him. I like him a lot, but I didn't think being in the house was the perfect time to make anything official or whatever. So I felt, no, let's keep going with the flow. We're getting closer, and I'm open to that. Wherever it ends, you know, it gets there. If it's a relationship, I'm open to it. I'm not close to anything. So that was how that conversation went. But it was quite intense, really, because I guess what I wanted was quite different from what he wanted. So that was why it seemed like we're going back and forth. Yeah, and we're both really strong-minded people. So we're just like, you know, that's why we kept having all those dramatic, you know, moments. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's real feelings that we have, and that's why it looks like it's a lot. And then again, it's intensified because we're in that space together. Trust me, you guys will never understand. It's
I
like
know. You guys should try to make us understand.
No, you can imagine just being locked up. Let's use a room, just you and somebody, and then you have to face all these feelings together. It's intensifying. You still have to face it. You still have to learn to understand each other. You still have to know, okay, this is what this person is thinking. So there's just so much, and we're two very different individuals, to be honest. So you can imagine gathering all those things and being in a close space. We didn't have time to come out and talk to somebody that, you know, maybe family, or what do you think? We didn't have, like, there was just so much going on in that tight space. So that's why it was more intensified, not so much going on. But I mean, I don't have any regrets. I think we're human, and like I keep saying, and I said in my diary session, I'm glad I was able to feel all these things, because I haven't really had that in a while. So yeah.
So I don't think I've asked any of the ex-housemates this question. When you talked about being in an enclosed space, I just remembered what it was like for you guys to be in isolation before you got into the house. What was it like for you? Because you knew you had Nathan by himself without you. You knew you had your mom taking care of him, but it's not the same as when you're with your child. So what exactly did it do to you mentally? Oh
man, I won't lie. The first few days was tough. I almost gave up. I almost felt like, oh my God, what am I even doing? Like, is it that deep? You know, it's okay for me to be away from my son, but not being able to communicate with him, it broke me. I remember waking up with anxiety one night, and I was just desperate. Like, you think like I'm on drugs. Like, I was just desperate to be able to talk to my son, talk to my family, you know. So that was a very difficult night for me, and I struggled, and I was like, oh, should I give up? I don't even know how I fell asleep that night, because if I didn't fall asleep, if I don't make some very crazy decision, but I pulled through, and after that day, it kind of started getting easier. I started to find more purpose in the reason I was there, and just the fact that I was able to do that, you know, be in that isolation. I was like, wow, you've done this, Jackie. So with every day that moved on, that kept coming, I was like, you've come this far, though. You can do this. So I just kept pushing myself. When I got to the end, I was still like, wow, girl, how did you do that? So yeah, it almost broke me, but it actually, again, like, I think I needed to do that, to be honest. It really helped me in the long run. It helped me. And I needed to also, it helped me adapt to life in Big Brother house as well. Yes, I can't imagine just that, you know, drastic change as well. So that really helped, and that's one of the things that helped me cope in the Big Brother house. All
right, so now you mentioned earlier that you met with Michael. You guys saw briefly. Yes. We know where you guys left off. When I had Michael here last week, I talked to him, and you should have seen the way you reacted when I mentioned your name. The young man was blushing, like he was grinning from ear to ear, like okay, like that's my baby girl. So I want to know what's next for you guys. What do you think is next for you guys based on how you feel about Michael?
So
I've heard him. I'd like to know what your answer to his reaction is.
I mean, I think it's pretty clear that we definitely like each other, and the plan was, to the best of my understanding, was to come out and see how we are outside the house. Let's see how we communicate and see how we vibe, and just find out what's going on around each other, you know, because like I said, if I'm going to get into anything now, it has to be something serious. So I don't want to just jump into anything, and so that's why I'm taking my time. Like I said, I'm open to the possibility of dating him, and that's why I'm this close to him. If he gets there, I'm happy. If he doesn't, I definitely want him to be a friend for life as well. He's an amazing guy. So yeah, we haven't really started the process yet because we've been so busy. But once we start talking, that will be the start to our destination.
I wish I love that. I love me. I'll be waiting for Shedi. I'm gonna be waiting for Shedi when it finally happens. Alrighty, so let's talk about this one time in the house when Maria was head of house.
Right.
And you guys saw that she became head of house, and then she came out and said to you guys that you were all at her mercy. How did it make you feel?
It's so cool. I know I felt it was frustrating a little bit. I'm sure I'm not speaking just for myself, but for myself.
Yeah.
You know, from the beginning, you know, she was a wild card, and next week, I didn't only see from my perspective. I also looked at it from her perspective. I thought, wow, that's a lot of burden to put on one person.
Yeah.
The first week she was wild card. Next week she had to nominate people that could possibly go home. Next week people have gone home because you nominated them. Then with the fourth week or so, then when she was house, I think it was Trudy, I remember, but she was head of house and now had that privilege. At the time we didn't know it was a prank.
Yeah.
I was just like, Maria caught me so cool. You know, I was like, wow, oh my God of Maria. You know, I just felt like she had a lot of luck in the game, and she did play her game very, very well. A lot of burden on her shoulder, and she carried it really, really well. I know when I found out, okay, you have to now really pretty much impress Maria to stay in the game. I was like, wow. You know, it was frustrating for a lot of housemates.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Big Brother show, and we knew that. We just kept it pushing really, and I think everybody did their part. It happened that we found out that it was a prank again. She did really well in pulling that out because nobody, not even our close friends in the house, were able to tell. So that girl is amazing. So shout out to her.
Shout out to Maria. Right? So about playing the game right and about being in the Big Brother house, yes. We all know that for every housemate to go far in the Big Brother house, even though they refuse to admit it sometimes, you must have a strategy. Right. Who, in your opinion, is the most strategic housemate in the Big Brother house? I
would say Perry. I would say Perry, and it's because again, I don't know Perry very well. He's one of the few housemates that I didn't really get to know at a personal level, but just from observing him and hearing him talk and everything he does, his moves, that guy, he's a strategist, honestly. And it's not even a bad thing. It's just, I think it's just, I don't know if it's who he is or if it's his plan for the game, but if he is, he's doing it well and it's working for him. So kudos to him. I think he came into the game, he had an edge with this whole strategy thing because he came into the game having to have a strategy, being the wild card. So he had to come in and pretty much just snake through. For that, you have to have a strategy, and he did. So once he was able to scale through that first week and we didn't, find him or catch him as a wild card, I think he stuck with his strategy moving forward, and it's been working for him. So I would think so. Again, I don't know if that's who he is or if it's fake or strategy. I get that. But I do think, even if it's him, he's using himself as a strategy, which is fine, and it's working for him. All right. So who were your favorite and your least favorite housemates? Favorite and least favorite. Okay, my least favorite, and Perry knows this, is Perry. Again, with Perry, it was because, I think it was just because, again, he's one of the very few people that I didn't, I know I was not the most friendly person necessarily, but I did have conversations with everybody in the house to a level, but with him, it was very, very, very soft. So I think it's because I felt like he had a good strategy, and I didn't want to be one of those strategies. So I wanted to just keep myself away from Perry. So for that reason, I didn't really get close to him. And just things he would do and say, I would just be like, oh God, stay away from this Perry. So definitely Perry for my list. My most favorite, I know I'll probably get in trouble for not saying Michael, but I think it's Sammy.
It's who?
Sammy.
Okay, yes. Sammy. Oh,
Sammy,
okay.
Yes, I think Sammy's an amazing guy, and even before Michael came into the house, Sammy has been a very good friend of mine. He's been there for me emotionally, mentally, physically. He's always there telling me, if I already knew my entire family's name in the first week, that's how close we got, So for life, I think that would be, it's definitely my favorite housemate. All right, so who do you think will win the show? Right, that's a tricky question. I'll start by saying, I know this sounds cliche, but I do think we're all winners in some way. Just getting to that house, everything we've been through, we're all winners. But one person will win the 90 million prizes, and I'm rooting for Cross. But I do see Lucas having a great chance. Whitemoney, Cross as well. Sasuke, I can go on and on, but I'm hoping that Cross has a fair chance. All right. Well,
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
for
crossed.
See what I did there? Even though I didn't do anything. You see it now, right?
I got that. It took me a second, but I got
right. Okay. So what are your plans moving forward?
Yeah. So I don't know if people know, but before I got into the house, I was an interior designer. I am an interior designer and wedding planner. I also have a fashion boutique called Lorena Bent Fashion Store. So yeah, it's going into the house because most people knew me in fashion and not the interior side and the event planning side. So that was my plan. It was to really like put that out there, let people know, and I wanted to widen my home market and do everything on a wider scale, a bigger scale. So that's my main goal. But going into the house, I've realized that there's a lot of other things that I have interest in. Like acting. I picked that up. I didn't think I was great at acting. I don't know if my housemates were lying to me, but they did tell me I had one or two skills in it. So I would like to brush my skills in that area. I'll probably give it a try. I'm also looking forward to working with amazing brands as well. We've got so many brands in the house that I love, and I'm hoping to work with them as well, as many as I can. So yeah, just so many. My new motto is never say never. I did so many things in the house that I never thought I could do, including getting close to Michael in such a short time. So it's never say never for me. So any opportunity, I'm jumping on it.
All right, so let's jump on this opportunity. Let's do something real quick. Yeah. So just do something. Act something for me right now. Let's just take it away from here. For me. So maybe I'm Michael's side chick.
Hey.
Yeah. So please. Tell me to leave Michael alone. Convince me that Michael deserves you and you alone. Let's do this.
Baby, get mine, do. Get mine. They follow my mind. Come sit down next to me. You want
write your name on top of my head.
You want die. You don't see me.
Waiting.
I'm the one for the job.
Waiting.
Don't play with me, girl.
Don't play with me, girl. If you use the favorite line, I will leave out for you. Don't play with me.
End of discussion.
I'm telling you, thank you for coming on the show, Jackie. Before you go, let's quickly go to the fan zone powered by Showmax to see what Jackie's fans would like to know about Jackie. So I have questions for you. I hope you're ready. All right, the first question here is by @WhatSheSwigs on TikTok, and the question is, so Jackie, why the sudden closeness to Whitemoney after Michael left?
Whitemoney had been cool even before Michael came and left, right? Whitemoney then made his intentions clear to me, or his interest in me clear to me after Michael came. So that kind of, but it wasn't loud or anything. It was between me and him, out of respect for each other and Michael as well. So we didn't loud it and everything, but he did definitely kept reminding me, this is how I feel about you. I do like you. I'm not trying to push you right now, but just know I like you. And if outside the house something happens, then it happens. So, but he did keep his distance because of Michael. Again, reminding me how he felt, which I respected. Michael leaves, and he did feel the need to just support me at first. That was what it was. But then he also wanted me to also give him a chance to get to know me better, to see if what he feels is actually real. And if I probably have any interest in seeing him differently as well. So I was like, yeah, by all means, let's get to know each other. It wasn't anything where we were trying to date or anything. For me, honestly, it was just me getting to know White better. White's an amazing guy. And regardless of what happens, I would love to have him as a friend, a mentor, and yeah, so that was what it was. It wasn't that deep for me at all. It wasn't that deep, but getting to know Whitemoney as a person, as a man, that was what it was. But yeah, I can see why people look at it that way, but nah, it was nothing like that.
Nothing like that, she says. All right, at Only Lachi on Instagram says, why did she do to Queen same thing she couldn't take from Angel?
Right, again, from my side, I don't know what you guys see on the outside, but from my side, those are two very different situations. First of all, Angel and I were very good friends at the time. We were building a friendship. I was aware she liked Michael because she told me and told a few other people in the house. She was aware that Michael liked me and I liked Michael and we were pursuing something, or we had a certain kind of bond. So as a friend of mine, I wasn't really expecting her to be a certain way with him. I didn't mind him that point with anybody, it's fine, but as my friend, the same things that you would do to a man that I'm this close to that would upset me. So that was the thing. Again, me and her were friends, so that was why it hurt me. But we had a conversation and I got her to understand why I was hurt and why I felt the way I felt. We started a conversation, I was crossed it and everything was fine. I didn't care. Then with the Queen, it's a different situation to me because first of all, even before Queen and White probably got close, I don't know, I wasn't monitoring them. White had already told me he liked me. you know, but I still didn't even make it an issue. So, but we were cool, getting to know each other on the surface level because Michael was in the picture. Yes, I noticed Queen and he got close, but White definitely made it clear to me that they had nothing. And White is very cool with a lot of people, but I know that Queen and him have a very special friendship, but still I didn't think it was anything that deep. You know, neither did I think that I was trying to pursue anything with Whitemoney. So I didn't really see it like that. I think why Queen was very upset was because she had been close to White and White never mentioned to her that he liked me. Oh. Especially because Queen and I were building a friendship as well, which I understand. So she only found out a few days before, during that week.
Yeah.
So me, I didn't even know that she didn't know, So she said she asked her several times and he never really told her. And I know White is a very private person, so he probably didn't want to. But it really hurt her that she found out that he liked me in that way. So I think that really hurt her, and unconsciously he was probably like, giving me some energy, and I ended up giving it to her back without really understanding the situation.
What's going on, yes.
But we had a very intense conversation, totally understand each other. I'm not trying to pursue White or drag White with Queen. Like I told her, I'm happy for the two of them. They're able to work it out. I used to tell White, like, you guys look amazing together, and if it's going to work, please let it work. But yeah, no hard feelings.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that. All right. And the last message is by Blessing James on Facebook. Why do you always say my son is watching? Don't you think that it's too early for your son to be behaving like an adult? I think what this person's trying to say is that, there was a time when you went on about, oh yeah, my son is watching, don't mess with me, don't embarrass me. And then a lot of viewers were like, oh, isn't that son too young to be watching Big Brother? So I think that's what the person's trying to ask.
Again, I know a lot of people know me outside of the house, but even outside of the house, I'm very much aware about things that how I act, I carry myself, just generally, because again, my son is watching, whether it's on TV, whether he's hearing. Now with the Big Brother show is, yes, I'm not expecting my son to sit down and watch the Big Brother Naija show, but we're in a world where my son has an iPad, okay? It's on the internet, so I'm away from, I'm not over, I can't always monitor what my child's doing. I mean, if you have kids, you understand, you can't always monitor everything your child is doing. He goes to school, you don't know what other kids are watching and feeding your child. True. Aside from that, he's going to grow up and all these things are going to be on the internet for life. So I'm very conscious about what I put out there because I don't want anything that's going to mess my son's psyche, whether now or later. So that's what I mean by, my son is watching me. He's watching me. He's going to be watching me. He's going to hear things now. I mean, you go to school, they'll start talking, oh, this happened, So of course I'm going to be very careful about that. And that's what I mean by my son is watching me, guys. Okay.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Jackie, for coming on the show. It was great having you.
Thank you.
You got yourself.
Thank you.
All right, but before you go, we have something for you from our sponsors, Showmax.
Oh my God.
So we have a hoodie and a voucher.
Wow. I love you, Showmax.
I know, right?
I actually got Showmax treats twice in the house.
Oh, nice.
Note that. Jot it down.
Yes. So there's a note there specially written for you.
Okay.
Would like you to read it out.
Okay. So it says, Darling Jackie B, you're amazing. Now enjoy more of what's like you. Oh, as you exit the Big Brother house, enter a world of endless entertainment with Showmax. Wow. Thank you, Showmax. This makes me feel so special. Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah. Wow. It's not for Nathan, it's for you.
Ah.
Nathan, it's for mommy.
We share. Love it, Showmax. Thank you.
You're welcome, Jackie.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you love it. Mado. All right, thank you again for coming on the show.
We had so much fun.
All right, guys, don't forget that you can send in all of your questions to us at Pulse Nigeria 247 across all of our social media platforms. Yeah, thank you again, Jackie.
Thank you for having
So, what should we expect, or what message do you have from you to your fans, your loyal fans?
Oh, my Jaguars. Like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed by the love that these people have shown me or showing me. Like, going to the house, like I always say, I wasn't sure. You never know what to expect. You could be loved, hated, but I have a solid support system behind me, and they are the Jaguars. Look, they are strong. They get mind, and I love them. I love them so much. They've supported and loved me regardless of wherever anybody said, regardless of how I was. They believe in me. They know me and they understand me and they want to understand me. So I respect and love them for that. And I can't wait to meet them. And just watch out for us. So watch out for us, guys. I love you guys.
We love you too. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Okay, guys, that's how much you can take on Pulse one-on-one, brought to you by Showmax. Do not forget that you can watch your Big Brother Naija show live on your phone and online, both in Nigeria and in the UK. And do not also forget to catch the buzz with Tucker McIntyre for all those inside scoop that you would never find anywhere else about Big Brother Naija show. My name is Rachel Isaac. This has been Pulse One-on-One, powered by Showmax. Until next time, see ya.